Yo, Adam, good to have you here, bro. Good to have you here. Welcome to the stream, bro. Thank you for the link as well, brother. That is really appreciated. Let me pin that real quick. Thank you very much, Adam, bro. Good to have you here. Welcome to the stream, bro. Thank you for. Yeah, just gonna give people a little bit more time before I get started. But as I said in the Discord, I will be doing player career today. Obviously, I put a poll out over the past. I think I put it out like 4 days ago, like 4 or 5 days ago, I think. And I mean, hey, you guys have voted. You know, end of the day, you guys wanted to see more career mode. So end of the day, end of the day, we're here with some more player career mode today. Which will hopefully be nice and solid. Hopefully we'll get down to some more player career. Just going to give people a little bit more time to get notified, get ready, get everything sorted, and then we will jump straight in to some more player career mode. After that, I don't fully know. I don't fully know exactly what game we're going to do next. That's why I put Super Mario on and Shadows of Doubt in the title, because I don't actually know what we're going to do. I'm going to let you guys decide what you want to see me do after it. Because obviously I'm not just going to do player career mode. I will do player career mode and something else. I don't know which one. But yeah, you know what I mean? End of the day, hopefully we will have a solid little stream. You know what I mean? But yeah, welcome Adam. Good to have you here, bro. Welcome to anyone else as well, by the way, who sees this later or who arrives and stuff like that. And yeah. But yeah, just going to give people a little bit more time just to, make sure that they have a fair amount of time to show up and stuff like that. And then we will get down to business. Dub. Thank you, Edinburgh. Exactly, it is a dub, isn't it? It's a big dub. I'll give people like an extra minute, and then I'll actually, and then I'll probably fucking hell, I can't speak. Properly get into it. You know what I mean? I'll give people another minute or so, and then we'll start, and then people will just arrive while we're doing it. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to sit here and waste time for people who are here. You know what I mean? So yeah. Anyway, as I said, how have you been, Adam, bro? How have you been? How's life been treating you? You know what I mean? In recent times. But yeah, I won't explain exactly what we're doing after the player career until we're done with player career. Because once I'm done with player career, I will then be like, okay, what do you guys want to see me do now? You know what I mean? And then based on what you guys want to see, I'll do. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you guys want to see me do something afterwards, then, so be it. Very bad. Yep. You know what? I get that, bro. I get that. But end of the day, you've just got to you got to focus on better things, because I know where you're gonna go with this. And end of the day, you've just got to focus on other parts of your life. You can't focus on the bad stuff. You know what I mean? You've got to push through and focus on the now. You know what I mean? Not on the past. But yeah, I know how you feel, bro. I do know how you feel. Anyway, as I said, I gave people time. Anyone who joins in the future, I'll explain things to them in the future. For the moment, though, I think it is about time we get right on into the, as you would say, nitty-gritty of it. And I think it is about time we jump straight on in to, what we're doing today. So let me get FIFA loaded up, or Fc25, guys. Sorry, let me go by its actual name. And we'll just get started. You know what I mean? Because end of the day, I have to start with this today, bare minimum. We're not going to sit here and do something else first. End of the day, we want to get the player career mode going. You know what I mean? Because obviously, we've got to get through this player career mode. We've got to get playing more. Carry on with our good old boy McGee at Everton. I don't remember the first name of McGee, but I'm sure I'll remember. Or I've got a pray that I remember anyway. So yeah, anyway. Let me just load it up first, guys, and then we can see, you know, what we're doing, and I'll explain. I'll try and remember exactly where we were, because I don't actually remember exactly where we were. McGee is don't think so, mate. Don't think so, mate. I don't think so, mate. I don't think he is. Edmund, what is that his first name? I've got so many McGees, man. I forget what McGee we're talking about, because I know I've got a Harold McGee somewhere. I think that's my Elden Ring Deathless Run, that Harold McGee. I've got obviously a there's another McGee, and I can't remember. Obviously I've got the McGee from Hogwarts Legacy, and I can't remember which McGee that is. I've got so many McGees. There's too many McGees. Okay, let me just get this set up nicely. Switch that on over real quick. Let me go to the game. Let me go to this. Let me go to this. Nice. Perfect. Alrighty. I might move the chat out of the top corner, based on how things go. I might move it to the left, depending on what's in the right corner. But right now, it can sit there. It can do its job up there. Anyway. With that in mind, guys, let us get on into what we are doing. So yeah, as I said, we are going to go with the Edmund McGee. Thank you, Adam, for reminding me the name. The Edmund McGee player career, which obviously I don't actually remember what I left off at in this, but I'll try and remember.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
I'll try and remember exactly where I left off on this. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm not 100% sure what I left off. I think we're very near January transfer window. Like, very near. If I remember correctly, we are, like, really, 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 really close to the January transfer window. So, yeah. We're going to go back into our our player career, sorry. We've got our... Where the fuck is my career mode? Excuse me? Excuse me. Where is my fucking career mode? I've literally done nothing. I still have my ultimate team. Where the fuck is my career mode? Are you taking the piss, EA? Are you taking the piss? Oh, fuck that, bruv. Oh, I'm not doing that now. I'm sorry. I'm not doing another one. Bro, if they've just lost my fucking career mode, I'm not doing a new one. I'll say that. I'm sorry. Like, if they've lost my career mode, I will do a different fucking game. I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna look it up, but if they've lost my career mode, I'm doing a different game on this stream. I'm not starting a new career mode in fucking May. I have played so much of the fucking career. I'm already at January. I've played loads of games as Edmund McGee, and they've now just lost my career mode data. I'm gonna find out if I can find it real quick. Wait a minute. Let me go to paused. That is fucking stupid. The thing is, right, I was going to explain this in this stream, but now this just gives me a great segue to it. The reason I haven't been doing, like, FIFA content much, in the form of, like, Weakest Link and stuff like that, is because EA Sports is just a shit game. Like, the EA Sports FC25 is a shit game. Like, it is shitly made, it's a crap game, and, end of the day, I haven't been playing it, because I think it's terrible and I like to play other things that I actually find fun. If they've lost my career mode data, I'm assuming it will be somewhere and I'm going to be able to find it. But if they've lost my data, I'm not starting a new one because it's May. If I start one now, new FIFA will be out before I even finish one season. You know what I mean? I'm not starting a new one. If they've lost it, I'll just play a new game. I'll get something new and we can do a new series on PC. Because I'm not redoing a whole thing for a fucking player career that, is now gone. Like, do a bug or a glitch if you use checkpoints, so corruption issues. Break down the potential causes. Game bug, glitch, save file, issue, troubleshooting steps. If you're using Steam, verify the files. Using the app, click manage, then repair. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of work here. Give me a second, because for some reason EA don't seem to understand how to make their fucking game work. Because that's what they do. That's EA Sports for you. Okay. Verify the game files. Um. Viewing the EA app. Okay, let me get the EA app. Give me a second, guys, because I'm having to do a bit of work here. Because for some reason, EA have now managed to lose my save. So I'm going to see if I can recover it, and if I can't, I'm going to do something different. Because I'm sorry, but I am not going to sit here and dick around with. Um, I'm not going to sit here and dick around with it again. You know what I mean? Like, end of the day, if they have lost my file, then I'll just do a different goddamn series. Because I wanted to make a career mode series and stuff, but if EA are going to take the piss, then, I'm not going to sit here and play around with them. You know what I mean? For fuck's sake, man. So much work for something that you just don't need to do, man. So stupid. Like, it is so stupid, man. There's always a new issue with EA. That's the thing. It's like when you play other games, like from other companies, like like Outer Wilds, or Hogwarts Legacy or stuff like that. You never find issues with the game because they're like it's a good made product. EA games are always made like shit, so it's like there's always problems because they don't give a fuck about their games. If anyone ever considers buying an EA game, don't do it. Like, don't do it. I don't care if EA want to fucking goddamn take the shit out of me of fucking goddamn saying this about their company. But end of the day, fix your shit, EA, if you want me to be nice about you. Because this is crap. Um, I am just trying to recover my save. And if I can't, then guess what? I won't be playing career mode. Like, end of the day, they either fix my shit or I don't play this. You know what I mean? Like, shit, I'm on the wrong one actually. That's not the one I need to be on. I need to be on the other one. Okay, can I log out? Log out. Let me try this one. Yeah, sorry that I'm having to fix this. Okay, this is the one. Right. Okay, so what was my fix? I have to go to manage. Where is that? Manage add-ons. No. Manage. No. Fuck, man. Okay, let me try and load it again through this app, and hopefully it will have the save file that I need. If it doesn't, then we're gonna yeah. Well, Ollie, you might have to no. You might have to think twice about that, Adam. Maybe you want to explain it for Ollie while I'm trying to figure this issue out. You might want to explain the problem, Adam, to Ollie, because I don't know if Adam's still here right now, but yeah, you might want to hold up on that, Ollie, because we're having problems right now. We're having a little problem, and I'm hoping it will fix, because otherwise, I'm gonna have problems with EA. Because yeah, you might have to hold up on that right now. Because I have started the game yet, and I'm having an issue right now. And if Adam's here, he might want to explain to you what the problem has been. And if not, then I'll explain to you in a second. Because my... Let me just check something myself really quick. I can't believe that. Cannot believe that. Oh, EA Sports. Oh, you'd better hope that this fixes. Oh, EA Sports. No, Adam's explained it wrong. It's not that I don't have the career mode save, it's that EA have lost my save. I didn't do anything to it. I've just gone on FIFA like I always do every single bloody day. The problem is the fact that EA Sports, also known as the worst company to create games, has once again had a fucking issue and deleted my fucking goddamn save. So I'm looking to see if there's a way to get my save back, and if there isn't, then that's it for career mode this year. Because I'm not restarting from the fucking beginning again. I'll tell you that. Like, I might do a short little career or something, but I'm not fucking restarting from the start. Like, it's too stupid. I'm looking to see what the fix is right now. Oh, it's gonna disappear due to might be starting when playing 2 so plan 1, preventing it from access in the crypto site data. That's just on Reddit. Saving a checkpoint instead of a main slot has been identified as a potential cause. No. I don't care about potential things. I need ways to get it back. Verify the integrity of your game file through Steam. Okay. If it's gone to a yeah, that's the thing. If it's gone, I might have to do a manager one. Because I'm not gonna do a player one again, because I love doing player career modes, but they take 10 times longer to do. and I'm not going to start another player career in May. You know what I mean? Like, end of the day, I have been screwed around right now. So if it has gone, then we'll have to do a player career, a manager career mode instead, which sucks because I've done nothing wrong to have this break. It's just the fact that EA don't know how to create a game. Clearly. If you're on PC, is the repair option to attempt to fix corruption? Reboot. Computer, no. Update Windows. Yeah, that's already updated. Perform a clean boot of your PC. No. I'm just looking to see what I can do to repair the files real quick. I'm gonna verify the integrity of my files real quick. And once I've done that, I will restart. And if it still doesn't work, then I guess we're gonna have to do a new career because EA and their bullshit. You know what it is? Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, end of the day, player career modes are, they are long, but at the same time, it's like, I did enjoy doing the player career. It's just the fact that EA have clearly not. What the fuck is going on with this crap? What's fucking happening now? I can't even open a fucking file, bruv. Oh my god. No, minimize that. Minimize that. Open that. And open that. There we go. But yeah, while we wait, we're just verifying the integrity of the files right now. And I'm hoping that that will fix it. So while we wait, I guess we'll just have a little talk. Because I'm going to make sure that I've done everything I can to try and find this file before starting a new one. You know what I mean? Because if I start a new one and then find out that I have a way of fixing it, then it's like, what am I then going to do? You know what I mean? But yeah, just hold on a second while it verifies the integrity of these files. Hopefully it will fix. And if it doesn't, then there's going to be issues because it's like I really do want to play a career mode, but dear me, they make it hard for me, man. Like they really do make it a bloody goddamn difficulty. Like, they make it a real difficulty to try and make content on FIFA when they have all these little issues that just pop up here and there. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. You know, like, fix it up, EA, please. You know? Like, I love the idea of playing career modes and stuff, but, like, when it comes to actually, like, making a game that doesn't break, Football Manager just clears it, you know, in every capacity. Problem is, obviously, this year, Football Manager have, you know, obviously, they haven't got one coming out this year, because obviously, there's, like, problems with, like, money with the people that made it and stuff, so, they've had to miss a year. But yeah, you know, how are you doing, bro, Ollie? How are you doing? How's life treating you at the moment? We're almost there on the verifying update, integrity of the files. I just want to make sure I've done everything I can to fix this before I, you know, throw, like, you know, caution to the wind and just start a new one. You know what I mean? Like, I want to give this a chance to try and find this career, and if it can't do it, then obviously we're going to have to start a new one with you know, with a lower end team. You know what I mean? I do agree, though, at the same time, that, like, if you do player career modes, it can be a lot more fun. Like, player career modes are, they are an enjoyable thing. You know what I mean? Like, I will admit, there is a lot of fun that could be had out of player career modes. You know what I mean? Like, we can start with a lower end League 2 team and try and build our way up. You know, and I think that Reckon you should do it. See, the problem with doing a United career is it's like it's just not a challenge. You know what I mean? Like I understand they're bad, but like in FIFA they're still not. You know what I mean? Like that's my issue with doing like a United career. It's like I don't mind the idea of it, but it's like I prefer doing like a career mode around, like lesser teams and then building them to the new legacy. You know what I mean? I could also make a new club. I could. I mean, the thing is, it's like I could do a United career, and I'm not against that idea in any capacity. But it's like I don't know. It's like I like the idea of it, but I wanna see, you know, I'll maybe I'll decide that in the future. Yeah, I'm not doing Birmingham because they're, well, you know what? Actually, I could do Birmingham. I could do Birmingham, but I don't think Ollie would like that. um, yeah, I don't know. It's like I I could do a United career. I could. I'm willing. I could do Salford. I could do a Salford one. That's honestly not too bad. I'm not against that idea. Okay, wait a minute. Actually, give me a second, guys. It says three files failed to validate and will be reacquired. Okay, maybe we've solved the problem. Maybe we've solved the problem, guys. That might have been the issue. They've just reacquired 3 new files. So maybe it's fixed, maybe it hasn't. If it hasn't fixed, then I'll just set up a manager career, because I'm not gonna sit here and dick around with it today. Like if I find it eventually, then we'll just do one and we'll just do both. But I'm not gonna like fuck around with it and waste you like time for you guys of trying to fix a problem that I shouldn't even have, because EA shouldn't have their game be made this poorly to the point where you can't actually, just do anything on their game because of how broken it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, hope we'll see. I'm gonna have a little look and see if it's fixed. If it has fixed, then brilliant. If it hasn't fixed, then we'll have to do a different one, because I'm not gonna sit here and wait for EA, and try and fix EA's problem, because it's EA's problem. You know what I mean? Like, end of the day, I do love it does suck and it does annoy me that obviously my career mode save is gone, but I can quite easily just give up this game. You know what I mean? Like I was saying before you joined that I do like making FIFA content, but not on this FIFA, because this FIFA is just a bad game. Like the career mode's fine because it's not Ultimate Team, but this year's Ultimate Team is like really fucking bad. Like it is really bad. So
EA
it's like
Sports.
I
It's in
don't
the
know. It's
game.
like I just find this year's FIFA exceptionally draining, in my opinion, because of how like it's just been made this year. I just think it's been made really poorly. But that's just me. You know what I mean? That might just be me. Anyway, let's see, shall we? Have they found my file? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't fucking look like it, guys. Well, there goes my player career mode, because I've not got the effort to sit here and waste my time trying to find a fucking career that realistically it was only going for about half a season, because it takes extra time. So we're just going to start a manager career, because I can't be bothered to sit here and dick around with this, guys. Like, end of the day, we're in May, almost June. Like, end of the day, the end of the day, it is one of them things where it's like, do ultimate. I'm not doing ultimate difficulty. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. Let me really quickly get the right screen up for you guys. Yeah, I ain't doing Ultimate, bro. Ultimate sucks. Ultimate Team in general is pretty rough. Like, it's like, I do like making the weakest link. I'm bringing the weakest link back for anyone that doesn't for anyone wondering. Um, I am bringing back my my weakest links series soon because obviously you guys voted on it and stuff. And I do apologize for anyone, by the way, who watches this in the future and goes like, you know, and I do apologize for anyone in the future who sits here and goes like, you know, oh, you know, why are you, you know, like, I do apologize to the people that are like, oh, why have you been neglecting that series? You know, why have you not been doing weakest links? And I do feel for them, but at the same time, you got to understand that this year's FIFA is really bad. Like, Ultimate Team is really fucking bad this year. So it's like, I've kind of put it off because of the fact that, like, you'll know if I like a FIFA. Because if I like a FIFA, I'll do as many parts as I did in Bellingham's Road to the World Cup and just my Road to Glory series. The last two, FIFA 24 and 25, have just been bad. Like, Ultimate Team has just been bad. So as much as I want to sit here and be like, oh, you know, I'll play more of it, and it's like, I will, but it's like, it's just a bad game. To answer your question, Ollie, you're going to do a League 1 or League 2 team? I have no idea yet, to be honest. I have absolutely no bloody clue yet, to be honest. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a look at the options. What's this? Experience the thrill of joining in the action in the heart of the football season, whether it's creating an epic comeback or rewriting history with a championship win, compete against. No, fresh new season. I want to do a new season. I want to take the reins. I guess we'll download the latest just because maybe that will stop it breaking this save, shall we? Let me change the title of the stream actually as well, because right now the stream says player career continuation. So uh 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 boom, there we go. Wonderful. Right. I've changed the title of the stream, just so that it fits. But yeah, it's like I wanted to. It's kind of annoyed me. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of annoyed me that I have to restart because it means I have to do all the same tedious shit that I did before again. You know, like it's just a bit annoying that EA have somehow managed to lose my file. Like, it does trigger me a bit. I'm not gonna lie. It does get to me that EA have managed to somehow lose my data. And that does always get to me a little bit. We'll go with this dude, and we will call him... This is also going to be Edmund McGee. Time flies, really, doesn't it, guys? End of the day, we had Edmund McGee as a player, and now he's already turned into a manager. You know, this is going to be Edmund McGee. Edmund McGee Senior. This is Edmund McGee Senior. Wait, what's appellative? What does that mean? I've never heard that word before used in my life. What the fuck does appellative mean? It just says boss there. Oh, is it what they call me? I'll do boss. Fuck it. I can work with that. This is still Edmund McGee. But this is like Edmund McGee's dad. You know what I mean? Like, Edmund McGee's still playing at Everton. You know, this is the dad of Edmund McGee. You know what I mean? Um it really does suck that they've lost my data. Like, that really does get to me, you know? Because I don't fully understand as to why my data went missing. But it's a little bit triggering, I will admit, guys. It's a little bit triggering that they've lost my data. But I've got to just get over it. You know, I'll try and find it in my own time and see if I can find it, but it does get to me a little bit, I will admit. What did Edmund McGee look like, guys, if you can remember? I'm going to try and make him look the same, if I can. If anyone remembers what Edmund McGee looked like, let me know, and I'll try and... Like, if anyone remembers what he looked like, I'll try and make him look like it again. I'm definitely going with this head. Skin tone. I don't remember. Like, does anyone remember what he looked like? Because I don't fully remember exactly what I made him look like. I think he was quite pale. I'm trying to make him look exactly or as much like the, I'm trying to make him look like as close to what the player looked like on my player career before, you know, they lost my save. Like, I'm not 100% remembering. Like, I don't remember if I had any of this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't remember if I had any of, like, makeup or, you know... I must have had some lip makeup. There's no way I didn't. I'm putting some lip makeup on. 100%. Oh my fucking god. Okay, that's a specimen. Okay, yeah, we're definitely going to put some face makeup on. Hello, Gabriel Martinelli, bro. Good to have you here, bro. Good to have you here. Hello, bro. We've had to restart the career mode because EA have lost my save data. What do you think about that, Gabriel Martinelli? We've had to restart a bloody career mode and now we're doing a manager career mode instead. Because they've decided to lose my bloody save data. Which is wonderful, isn't it? But yeah, welcome, bro. Good to have you here. I don't know what any of those mean, to be honest, brother. Not gonna lie to you. As much as I want to like, you know, say what those mean, I don't know what those mean, to be honest, bro. But yeah, it does kind of suck that we lost our save data because, you know, EA Sports, you know, it's in the bloody fucking game. What do you fucking expect, you know? EA Sports, it's in the bloody game, guys. So I'm just having to do a quick, like, makeover of a new McGee. You know, we're gonna have to I'm trying to make Edmund McGee as similar to what he used to look like, you know? But I'm trying to remember exactly. Like, I know he had long hair. I know I had like the Mickey Mouse hair. So I'm gonna give him that. But I'm just trying to I'm trying to do what I can to like make him, you know, be his older version. Because it sucks that I lost my save. It really does. Because I wanted to like, you know, do a player career and then, you know, maybe do a manager career after. But now I'm having to start the manager career early because for some reason EA decided to lose my save data, which just sucks. I don't remember the eye color I had. I think it was like blue or it wasn't yellow because that's like really creepy. Like I look like one of them like, you know, demons. You know what I mean? This is McGee's brother, Marvin McGee. Oh, you know what? I like that. I like that, bro. You know what? You've given me a great bloody name there. You know what? Let me get back over to info, bro. This is Marvin McGee. I like that. This is like a long lost relative. Like Edmund McGee is still out there playing for bloody goddamn Everton. You know, but this is his older brother. This is Marvin McGee. He was gonna go pro as well, just like Edmund, but then he got a shotgun to the knee. Yeah, this is Marvin McGee. Exactly. That's exactly who it is. Marvin McGee. See, I like that. I like that. I don't know if I want to go the yellow eyes, because then I kind of look a little bit, like, demonic, you know? Like, same with, like, if I go amber, to be honest. Like, look at those eyes. Dear me, I look like a demon. Screw it. We'll go with them. Oh, dear. Oh, my. We always love this part, guys, where we get to make a new McGee. You know, a new long-lost relative of McGee. Is that a broken nose McGee right there? Look at that. That's like a bent nose. You can see it, like, bend. I'm not doing broken nose. Let's see what kind of McGee we want to make, guys, shall we? What kind of McGee, what kind of nose have we got on Marvin McGee? I like that one. Edmund got sent to non-league after he got caught with a whole 20 grams of kit. Excuse me, are you telling me that McGee did naughty stuff? No, 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 no. I don't know what happened to Edmund McGee, guys. He disappeared off the face of the earth. Maybe he got kidnapped or something. You know? Maybe what we'll do is maybe the next series I do will be Edmund McGee. Because he got transport, like he got like Thanos snapped. Like Edmund McGee got Thanos snapped out of existence. And he's now, like, you know, in a different universe, which will be the next series, and then I'll call them Edmund McGee. But yeah, he's been Thanos snapped out of existence, also known as deleted by EA Sports FIFA. I'm going with this mouth because I always go with big lips, and I think just going with like little lips like that look quite funny. Teeth. Oh God, no. Oh, that's creepy. We're gonna go with like them ones. Yeah. Look at how happy he is, guys. Do you want... Look, he looks so nice. Like, surely you guys want to... McGee was a proper... He was, mate. He was a good damn geezer, he was. Like, look at how happy he is, guys. Look at how happy he is. Like, do you guys not like that McGee right now? Don't worry, we'll get to the hair in a second, because that's our next step. Right. Hair color, and then hairstyle. Alright. I mean, as a McGee... if he's a long-lost brother of Edmund McGee had, like, a gingerish kind of hair. So, we can't go too far from that. You know what I mean? Like, maybe because he's an older brother, he can have, like, a more, like, you know, like a silver fox look, maybe? Maybe his hair's started to go, you know what I mean? So it's starting to look a little bit like that, you know, like a medium brown. How that's medium brown, by the way, I don't know. Like, that just looks white to me, in my opinion. But maybe, like, because he's getting a bit older, instead of having, like, you know, like a light orange brown like that, it's starting to get a little bit darker. You know what I mean? He's gone more like silver fox kind of look. You know what I mean? Right now, this is the like probably the sexiest looking McGee I've ever made in my life. So I think we need to change that real quick. Edmund McGee had the Mickey Mouse hair. That's what Edmund McGee had. I don't remember which one it's under though, but he had like I think it was long. He had like this kind of look, but it wasn't exactly that one. It was I think it was on medium then, I guess. That one. That was Edmund McGee's hair. This one. But this isn't Edmund McGee. This is Marvin McGee. This is the brother of Edmund McGee. So this is a different kind of McGee altogether, this. This is a different kind of McGee. So I think we're looking more at like a you know, a different kind of hairdo for Marvin McGee. You know, like what kind of hair, guys, is Marvin McGee gonna be sitting on? You know what I mean? Like, is he gonna be sitting on a nice slick back like that? Ooh. Oh, kind of looks good, you know. Has he got like a bit of a shorter hairdo? You know, maybe like maybe a little bit of you know, like a nice, you know, shorter kind of hairstyle. You know, like how we sitting with Marvin McGee here? You know what I mean? Like, what kind of hair are we saying on my man? Like, I don't know what kind of hair I should be running my man McGee with. You know, good old Marvin McGee. the new McGee, you know, the long lost brother of Edmund McGee. You know, like how we looking here? Oh, hmm, hmm. I don't know what kind of hair I want to go. You know, I think he needs to look like, you know, like an ex-player, someone who's, you know, like he was gonna go pro, but then he did like he did his knee, you know, he did his knee in a training exercise, and so now he's like, you know, he's not a pro anymore. He's now like gone, you know, down the route of you know, like the route that everyone goes, you know, he's kind of like slipped his way down, you know, the route of going down to a manager position. Give him a fat pink afro. Does he need? I think instead of going like, I think instead of going like, you know, for big afro like this, I think he needs like a little, you know, like a little. I think a better hairstyle would be to go. Uh. Hmm. I think we go. Do we go bald? Do we go bald? Is this a bald McGee? Are we going bald? I think we're gonna go bald McGee, you know? We'll go for a bald man. You know, we'll go for the man himself. We'll go for the bald man. We'll go for a baldness. Hell yeah, man. We're gonna go bald. You know what? Screw the thing about being a silver fox. We're going straight bald. Bald McGee. Bald McGee with uh like black hair. You know, blackened McGee hair. This is like a distant cousin McGee. You know, this isn't like, you know, like this isn't like a you know, part of the family, you know, obvious McGee. Like this is a like, you know, a this is an out there McGee, because like, you know, you've got to understand that every, you know, the one two below that, that one, oh, a little bit of sideburn action, bald. I like that, you know. Yeah, we'll go for a little sideburn baldness. You know, like he's got like a little bit of a receding hairline, kind of. His hair's almost gone, but he's clutching onto it. You know, go for a little bit of a side action bald. You know what I mean? Um, I think those are pretty good eyebrows. You know, nice and big, nice and massive. You know, let's go. Oh God. There you go. Look, the eyebrows. He's an angry man. You know, he's just got a naturally angry face. Oh God, no! I can't go like no facial hair. Then I look really weird. Oh God, I think that suits him. You know, like a little. You know what I mean? Like it's like a little bit of facial hair. You know what I mean? That's my McGee, I think, right there. It's such a weird McGee from what we've always had. You know, McGee has always been extravagant, you know, with the hair, like, massive and stuff. This is like a rogue McGee. You know what I mean? Like, this is like a rogue McGee. Like, we always go with, like, big extravagant hair on McGee. Like, think of Drag McGee, or, you know, Edmund McGee, you know, or, you know, Harold McGee, you know, and stuff like that. Think of all those McGees in the past. This is like a guy who's linked to McGee by blood, but not by taste. You know what I mean? Like, he goes down more of a generic McGee route. You know what I mean? Like, the baldness. This is like the bald McGee of the family. You know what I mean? This is Marvin McGee right here. You know what I mean? What's the hairstyle it's trying to get me to do, by the way? I'm not changing. I'm just looking over here. But where's the one hairstyle that it says I have that I haven't looked at? Oh well, doesn't matter. How's this McGee gonna look though? That's the thing. Like, how do we, you know, make this McGee stand out? Like, what's his run? Because he's not a sweater guy. I don't think he's a sweater guy. He's not like Pep. You know what I mean? I don't think he's a sweater kind of dude. But I also don't know if he's really a, you know, I don't know if he's really like a button shirt kind of guy. I think maybe he's more of like a pleated shirt. Oh, you see that right there? Do you see that right there? Look at them buttons down the center. Now that's my kind of McGee right there. That's a McGee, you know, down the center. Like, he's looking like a Russian mob boss right now. Yeah, I think a pleated white shirt. On the outside, I don't really want to have anything that covers the white shirt. So, like, if I'm going to go with anything, I want it to be something that can still see the buttons. You know what I mean? Like, one of these. Like, because like this, like, nah. You know, it doesn't really work like that, in my opinion. You know, I want to be able to see the gorgeousness. Now, I've already went with the orange shirt last time. I want it to be like a jacket. You know, one that you can, like, see down the center. So you can see those buttons. You know what I mean? I think running like a... Oh, little crimson red. If we're going Salford, little crimson red, yeah? T-shirt and jeans. What, you don't think that my pleated white shirt is the right move? What, you don't think running like a pleated white shirt like that? You think instead I should just go polo shirt, do you? I think the buttons make him look really sophisticated. You know what I mean? Should we have an outside shirt on? Or should I just run it the white shirt? I think the white shirt looks clean. I don't think I need an outer top. I think the white shirt makes him look clean. And then I'm definitely not running shorts. Oh, no, actually. Oh, we got some sauce right now, guys. Hey. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look at that man right there. Look at that man right there. That's a kind of saucy looking guy right there. Oh. I don't know, you know. I don't know. I don't think the pink looks too bad. Or the red, you know, little red action like that. Ooh. I think we've got something right there. Socks don't really matter because you never see them anyway. Because it's not like I'm going to wear, like, sandals, you know. I'm going to wear some nice shoes, guys. We've got to find a nice pair of shoes that go with it. See, like, I don't think the red work. I think we need to go with, like, a nice white. You know what I mean? A white to go with the white shirt. I think we could either go, like, a white runners, you know, and we could be, like, a sporty guy. Or we could go for, like, a grey, but nah, I don't think that works. I think a nice white. I think white shoes, like, we can go white runners. Or we can go white casual runners. I think white casual runners look better, you know. I think they look right. Oh. Wait a minute, guys. Oh. Do we run a teamwork black glasses? Is he a glasses guy, do you think? Do you think he's a guy who runs the glasses? Like, I don't know about them, you know? I think he looks clean without the glasses. I think we need to see his eyes. Have we got bow tie? Is there a bow tie? Fuck, man. Why do they not put bow ties in the game, man? If he had a bow tie, do you know how clean he would look right now? Do you know how clean this man would look with a bow tie? I think we've got our McGee right there. I think we're sitting pretty, guys. I think we have our good old-fashioned McGee right there. I don't know what you guys think, but I think right there, I think we've got ourselves our McGee. You know, I think we've got McGee right there. I think we're looking at a pretty good, like, you know, this is like the rebel McGee. You know, he's like a nasty piece of business. You know what I mean? I think this is like the rebel McGee. You know, this is like a different kind of McGee right here. This is a McGee we've never seen before. You know, like normally we always have like a lovey-dovey kind of McGee. I feel like this guy, he's a nasty piece of work. You know what I mean? Like he's like, you know, you get on his bad side and you will be found in, you know, a dumpster. You know what I mean? Like I think that's what we're living with right now. I think this is like, you know, like Breaking Bad kind of McGee right here. Which I guess really isn't the game for it to be in, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I don't know, man. I think right now we could have ourselves a cheeky little McGee. I think we've got ourselves a McGee right there, you know? He might look a little bit on the different side, but end of the day, who doesn't love that? You know? Like, who doesn't love a bit of bloody goddamn McGee? Like, you know what I mean? I think this is a different type of McGee right here. I think this is a McGee that we've never seen before. Like, you don't want to get on this McGee's bad side. Like, this is Marvin McGee right here. Alright, screw it. I'm going to go with it. Marvin McGee. Now we get to pick an authentic club or make my own. I think the best thing to do is to pick a club. Because if I create my own, it's going to take too long. And end of the day, I think it's all about just trying to find what club we want to go with. Right? So, like, what's the play here? You know, who do we go with, Ollie? You know, because I'm assuming you're still here. Who do we go with? Like, who is the club for us? Who do you think a Marvin McGee would be managing? You know, like, who do you think is the play? You could also go women's team as well. We could be like a women's manager. But the problem with women's is, like, there's not enough players in the game for women's, in my opinion. That it's like women career mode doesn't really work because there's so many little amount of players. Like, you see what I mean? Like, there's only France, Germany, Spain, United States, and England. You know what I mean? So it's like there really isn't much going on if you do women's. That's why I would never do it. Really, it's not because I don't want to. It's because there's just not enough. So what's the club that we start at here? Like, do we go down a couple of divisions? You know, do we head all the way down the bottom? Do we go down to, like, you know, maybe a team that's in trouble? You know what I mean? Like, maybe we go all the way down to a team that's maybe, you know, struggling. Maybe we can, like, bring them up, you know, bring them up to the higher leagues, you know? Like, what's the play? Do we go all the way down to the EFL League 2, you know? Or do we stick it at League 1? You know, how we sitting at this right now? Hmm. What is the play? Where do we start? Where should we start this thing off? I think a good starting point would be maybe see, because like we could do a Salford because of obviously the fact that, you know, me being a United fan, like got a little bit of a place because of obviously United legends, you know, taking charge of them and stuff. But then at the same time, it's like I could also go for like someone different, like a Bromley, who only came up last season. I could also go with maybe someone like a Notts County. I could do a Notts County kind of run. I think because of the legs that we've got, with obviously the white and because we've got a white and a red right now. That's like the way I've made my manager look. And I think it would look nice to have a white and a red with a team that's white and red. So I think maybe running like a Morecambe or a Fleetwood or Cheltenham, Walsall, Swindon, Tranmere, Salford, like any of them would kind of look quite nice with, the white and the red of the manager. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, hell, even MK have white and red. Uh, hmm. Fuck, man. I don't know. I don't know who the hell to run. Like, I haven't got an actual idea. I didn't think this through because obviously we've had to start it like. I was planning on coming on and doing player career, so obviously I'm a little bit out of it. So I don't really know who I'm meant to be starting with. I don't really know who the best play is, really. Hmm. I think Fleetwood is my target, guys. I think I'm gonna go for Fleetwood Town. Fleetwood Town, I think this is the one we're gonna go with. We're gonna take Fleetwood all the way to the top. I just feel a connection with Fleetwood Town. Founded in the 1908. Based in Fleetwood. Currently competing in the League Two. End of the day, Town Park stadium name. Got a nice little transfer budget in there. Club worth. I think we've got ourselves something there. I think a Fleetwood Town is a nice little beginning point. I'm feeling a connection with Fleetwood. So I'm gonna do Fleetwood Town. I'm gonna do Fleetwood Town, guys. We're gonna run Fleetwood Town. Uh, I'm gonna customize. Shall I customize the stadium or do I? I don't want to I don't want to change Town Park. Town Park is gonna be our home. I think I might just change the stadium color to red and white because obviously it then backs up Fleetwood. Okay, I accidentally just went off of that. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do stadium color of red with a seat color of white. I think that's what we're gonna run. So we're gonna have a white and red kind of thing. It's a very old club. It is, exactly. That's the thing. It's like, it's not, an oil club, you know what I mean? That's Vardy. Yeah, it's Vardy's old club, you know what I mean? Like, end of the day, I think it's a solid beginning point. You know what I mean? It's where Vardy was at. It's a solid beginning point, I think. A little, Fleetwood Town kind of thing. I think it works quite well. I think it's a nice little beginning point, in my opinion. Do I want to do any sort of pitch? I think the pitch needs to stay the same. I just wanted to have a white and a red on the stands. Make it look like a Fleetwood Town stadium. Game settings. Right. Okay. So difficulty level, guys, I'm putting on legendary. Because ultimate is dry and boring, and world class is too easy. Now, if I struggle on legendary, I will go down to world class because maybe I'm overestimating my ability. But we're gonna start on legendary, and then I might have to lower the old difficulty down a little bit, just in case. Obviously, transfers we're gonna have active. Of course. So we're gonna have active. No transfer embargo because that's just bullshit in my opinion. Other than that, scouting, of course, is going to be on. Training plan on. Legendary difficulty. No financial takeover, because that's bullshit. And I'm going to have it on strict, so that I can get sacked. I'm going to have it on strict, guys, because then I can be sacked if I screw it up. Half length, I'm going to have it on 5 minutes, because 4 I feel like is too low, but then also 6 is just too long. Youth tournament match length, I didn't even know that was a thing. Okay, well, I'm going to put that down to 6, and I'll figure out what that is in the future, because I don't know about that. Simulation settings, I'll just have it on... I'll have the simulation settings on just simulation. Wait, what do you mean? Simulation style experience that is closer to what you'd see in a live. Okay, yeah, simulation is right. Wind effects. Oh, I think that one's right, you know. Wind effect on dynamic. Because, like, medium would make it so that it's, like, you know, it ranges from calm to medium. I think we should have it on dynamic. Because you never know. One day, the ball could just be getting blown. That's realistic right there. You know, wind on dynamic is realistic. It will vary, you know, with different impacts on ball trajectories. So we're going to go with dynamic. Maybe the wind will change the ball speed. You know what I mean? Weather effects, of course, we're going to have that on. Everything else is going to stay on what it is. Other than that, sliders, CPU sliders. I'm going to fluctuate. I'm just going to have it on tactical. Yeah, fair enough. Training plans are on development rate seniors, normal. I'm not gonna like work through all this other crap. Player injuries. Use this setting to edit player injuries. Wait, what kind? Oh, I can just give someone an injury? Wait, I can just give someone an injury? I can just be like, oh, I don't like him. Let's just give him an illness. I can just give someone an injury? I can just give someone an ACL. No, end of the day, I want injuries to be on them. Like, it says edit player injuries, and it's like, is there any... Like I do want to be able to get injuries, by the way. Like, I don't want to edit the suspensions and player injuries. I'm hoping that doesn't mean I don't get them, because when I go to CPU sliders, or simulation settings, it does say there is a chance for injury. It says injury frequency, user, and CPU are on 70, and then severity is on 33. So, like, it is possible. So I'm hoping that I don't have to, like, you know, like, when it says off on illness and stuff, I'm assuming that means that, like, they don't currently have an injury. Because, like, look, if I gave him that and accepted 21 days, he's going to be out for 21 days. So I'm not going to do that. I didn't know I could just give someone an injury. That's fucking... That's stupid. I'm just going to leave the injuries the way they are. Scouting, active, default. Transfer approaches, loose. Yeah. Scouting on. Search players on. Scouting speed, star players, instant. Board expectations, strict. International job offers, on. European competitions, on. No financial takeover. Currency, fuck dollars, bro. We're going sterling, bro. England. We ain't no bloody American. Sterling. And then, club growth objectives, on. Wonderful. Alright, guys. I think it's about time we start. New beginnings. The beginning of Marvin McGee. This is the man, guys, to take us forward. This is the man himself, Marvin Bloody McGee. You know, bloody America. We are here. You know, we are ready to get going. I'm going to call it Marvin. I'm going to call it Marvin Career. Career Marvin. There we go. Boom. Oh, here we go, guys. Marvin McGee.
A warm welcome to you all. Without further delay, we are pleased to introduce your new manager.
Here he is. He's gonna get shit done. You know what I mean? He's gonna get shit done. Fleetwood Town announced their new manager, Marvin McGee, is the right person with the right attitude, a manager who shares the club's vision for the future. That's the man right there. That's my guy, Marvin McGee. That's my guy right there. Oh my god, I have so many tasks. What in the hell am I meant to be doing here? Okay, right, give me a second. Wait a minute. Let me try and see if there's anything new that I don't quite know about right now. Actually, let's just go through the notifications, and hopefully I'll learn, right? So we've got, okay. Give me a second, guys. Let me go through my notifications, shall we? What kind of notifications have we got? Good morning, boss. Everything in the club is based on solid foundations. This is why we're investing in young players in our academy. We believe we can find and develop our own talent. Please look carefully at the young players we have on our books. It is now your responsibility to make sure we get the very best out of as many of those players as we can. Based on our own initial analysis, we feel that Casper oh, why have you done this to me, game already? Casper Mikola I almost don't want to sign him just because of that fucking name. Kasper Mikolajczyk, in particular, has outstanding ability and potential to become a world-class football player. He's a young man, we believe, has a very bright future at this club. If he continues to be guided down the right thing, we believe Kasper then can become a true great and a huge difference in the future of the club. All right, well then I will sign this man up. Developing new players in academy, yeah. Choose each player's development plan, layout, instructions to follow, which are designed to make sure he grows into the... Okay. When you think a young player is ready to step up to the next level, you can sign him up to a senior squad at your club. Nice. Oh, it's this guy. So he's a keeper. We've got a little keeper in the youth squad, have we? All right, let's sign him up, shall we? Let's promote him to the senior team already. Get him up there. We're also going to quickly release some of these shitty youth players that are clearly having no potential. So we'll release some of this absolute crap. And you know what? I'm going to release you as well. You're still not good enough either. Everyone else I'm going to keep around. They're all too young at the moment, apart from Nash. So I think I'm going to sign up Nash as well. We're going to promote him to the senior team. Other than that, these three are just going to develop, I guess. We'd like to have you join us. We all look forward to seeing you enjoy success at our football club. For Fleetwood Town, achievement is not just measured by results on the pitch. We have a brand to enhance. Fuck me, I can't speak fucking English. I'm speaking American. A brand to enhance, a business to grow, and a fan base to please. Given Fleetwood Town's identity and our long-term plan, key areas we would like to focus on include domestic success, how well the team does in the league and domestic cups, youth development, how well we develop our youth academy, bring in young talents, and profit from sales of homegrown players. We will provide you with specific objectives for each of these categories so as to ensure clarity in respect of our expectations. We expect you to play a key role in helping the club to meet its targets in all these areas. Your future at the club will therefore depend on how well we can execute against these agreed goals. Best of luck this coming season, board of directors. Wonderful, guys. Okay, let's have a little look at what we've got then. What's our thing? Confidence rating right now is at 80. Domestic success. Gain automatic promotion. Okay, that's a big ask straight away. I'm not going to lie. Emirates FA Cup reached round of 16. Again, big fucking ask for a League 2 team. Like, I'm sorry, but am I, like, the only one that's sitting here thinking that that's a little bit ridiculous? Like, reaching the round of 16 with a League 2 team. Like, I'm sorry, that sounds a little bit ridiculous. We've got no continental success right now. Youth development. Sign at least 3 players younger than 20 years old with greater potential than the average overall rating of the players currently in the same position. We've already done that. 2 out of 3 right now. We only need 1 more. Within 2 seasons, have at least 2 players from the youth academy signed into the first team and play at least 30% of the games in the next season. That might happen already, to be honest, because we've signed 2 keepers. They'll probably get game time. Brand exposure. Sign 1 crucial first-team player assigned to the midfield or forward position. Okay. Finish the season with a profit margin. Finish the season with a profit margin of 25 million. How am I meant to do that? I can't make 25 million in one fucking season. I'm a League 2 team. Who can I sell for 25 million? Okay. May I introduce myself? My name is Ronnie Hartley, and I'm one of your scouts. I wanted to say and let you know how the scouts can help you. We employ 2 types of scouting. By region, you will send scouts out to a specific region of the world. We will report back any players you find matching your scouting instructions. Player specific. You can assign a scout to watch specific players. You can do this when the scouts have identified players through region scouting. A scout who is assigned to a region can only be instructed to look for a player playing in that region. For example, I'm scouting Spain. I can only offer details of players playing in Spain. Might want to hold back on one scout by region scouting duties. That scout would be able to focus on player-specific scouting of talent, playing outside regions already being covered by region scouting. Ultimately, it's your decision of how to best exploit the scouting. Okie dokie. Wonderful. Yeah, okay, so scouting's still the exact same as it was. Why have we got someone scouting India? Like, I'm sorry, I don't think there's a huge amount of talent coming out of India. So I'm going to have you get recalled, mate. Like, I don't mind the England scout. We'll also send someone out to... Where else should I send one to, really? I don't really think I need any, like, South American talent or anything like that. I think we just run down the Europe talent. I think we go... I think we'll go for a Spanish. We'll go for a little bit of a Spanish scout. There's always some good little talents coming out of Spain, guys. You know, you got to understand that. All mainly depends on your stadium capacity, too. Oh, the profit margin is like ticket and shelter. Okay, so that's doable, then. Okay. I was going to say, I was like, there's no way I can make 25 million in one season when I'm in League 2. You know what I mean? Now, I would like to buy another scout. I don't mind spending a little 161k to get one more scout. I want 4 scouts, at least. Because I also want someone to go and investigate Germany for me, which is over here. So I want one person in Germany, one person in England, one person in Spain, and then I think I'll go Italy as another one as well. And then we'll have all 4 of them, because I don't really want to go for, like, Brazilian talents and stuff yet. You know, that's what my youth will do. My youth will find me some good, like, Brazilian talent and stuff. I don't need any of these instructions, because if I was at a bigger club, it would be more important. Right now, it's just about finding players, seeing what the hell comes around, and then, you know, based on what happens, I might decide on someone. But right now, that's all I'm really desperate for. Once this guy gets back, we'll do an Italian scout. Okay, so that's a good bit of scouting done there. And then we've also done scout departs. Nice. Alright. So what else do I need to do now? We have, what else have we got here? We have got review training plans. Okay, what's my training plans right now? Energy training plans. Energy training plans will ensure that your players recover their fitness and will be in peak condition to play. Since fitness is used up during a match, remember to set these plans right after the match to give them enough time to work. Okay. Not me, guys. Sorry about that. Sharpness training plans. Place your players on a performance-focused plan if you want to maintain their sharpness levels. Remember that sharpness is gained through playing matches, so use this plan mainly to get your subs match ready. Okay. Options. You can use automated training plans and have your staff manage your squad's energy and sharpness according to your instructions. Or you can choose to fully control training plans, be it for each of your players and groups or the whole squad. Okay. I mean, as of right now, we should just do performance-focused, I think. Because, like, I'm not going to go through every specific player and do that. I'm just going to do automated. And I think it's better to just do performance on everyone. Is active as long as sharpness is lower than what? I'd say this is active as long as sharpness is lower than 60. And then I'd want this to be active if sharpness is lower than 40 or 30, actually. And then I want all-out energy if fitness is lower than 30, and I want energy focused if it's lower than 60. I think that works. I think that's a good automated training plan right there. I think I've done quite well on that already. So I think that's a good, you know, thing to have on that. Okay, so that's the training plan done, which is nice. I'd like they've done that, though, because, like, no one could be bothered to do training plans. You know, no one wants to do that shit. Create tactical preset. Okay, so this is going to be my tactics. The tactical preset you set for your club impacts the abilities of the players you have on the pitch. Each player preset enhances different attributes for each person, contributing to how that preset is applied during the match. Okay. Each player's attribute boost is determined by both their sharpness and their knowledge level of the head coach leading training in their department. Okay. Your coaches can also boost the players in key roles if their tactical knowledge is better than the natural role rating of the player they're coaching. Okay. Okay. I think I know what I'm talking about. Coach skills. Each coach has a set of... Okay, this is just getting too long. I'm not dicking around with that shit. Okay, so what have I got as, like, a coach skill? Have we not got any coach? Paint your vision on the pitch. Yeah, okay, cool. Do I have any coaches? Weekly budget, I've got 39k. Okay, so I could do, like, a... Maybe, like, a... I mean, end of the day, I have a good... that's a good goalkeeping coach. So if I get the goalkeeping coach of 3-star, we'll get Samuel Seymour. I'm sorry, guys, that this is also taking a while. It's like, end of the day, this is why starting a new career mode is always a bit painful, because you have to do all that crap. Yeah, I'm doing that because he's cheapest, and for good things. So we'll put him in goalkeeper. And then for defense, we will go for this guy. We'll go for Palesa Shabalala. Shabalala. We'll go with Palesa Shabalala. There we go. Cool. We'll get Palesa Shabalala in the defense role. And then midfield. See, I don't want to go for someone really expensive. I'll go for, like, this guy. Liam McGee. Oh, it's McGee! It's my family member, guys. We're getting a family member as a fucking goddamn midfield coach. Of course I've got to go with this fucking guy. Liam McGee. There he is, guys. Let's get Liam McGee on board, shall we? Dear me, bro. Of course I've got to have Liam bloody goddamn McGee on board, man. There's no way I can't have McGee on board, bro. That's like another family member. That's like a cousin or something. Like, you know, we've got bloody goddamn Liam McGee, bro. Right now, we've got defense on expert of Park the Bus. Right now on keeper, we have a guy who has, he has good, like, levels of being able to do, like, counter-attack. He's more of a novice on, like, everything, so, like, it helps me just work with what I can work with. This guy's accomplished at wing play, which I'm quite glad about, because I can work with that quite well. And then this guy's an expert of park the bus at the back, which I don't mind. And then in attack, we run... Who do we want as an attacking guy? I don't want to pay 5,000 a week on budget, because I need to keep some of that for players. So I think I'd rather go for maybe this dude, because, like, that guy's 5,200. Whereas this guy's a gold, and he's 4,700. So I think the better player... Because this guy's just too expensive, Caleb Hobbs. So I think I'm going to go Connor Jenkins. Because he's also good at midfield as well. So I can kind of, like, move him to midfield as well. Because he has good abilities at being able to do Gegenpress. And I like Gegenpress. Like, I do like Gegenpress. Like, he's good at Gegenpress on midfield and forward. And I think that's quite good. Like, who doesn't love some Gegenpress? You know what I mean? Who doesn't love Gegenpress? So we're going to get Connor Jenkins working on Gegenpress in the attack. Like that. There we go. Okay, so that's all of my people done there. So then because of that, that will help people that are obviously good at that kind of stuff. And then we can run the current preset as Would I want to run it as Gagan or would I want to run it as wing play? Because I'm not going to run it as part of the bus. I know I bought a defender who got that, or a defensive guy, but it's like, if I'm going to run as anything, I'm probably going to run it as Gegenpress, I think. I think we're going to run some Gegenpress, I think. But then having someone that's good at all of them means I could now switch to wing play if I need, or I could switch to part of the bus if I need. You know what I mean? So we'll run Gegenpress right now. And that's going to help our attackers have expert levels of Gegenpress, which I think is going to be quite solid. I can work with that for now. I'm quite happy with that. View England updated scout report. What is the updated scout report? By chance, like, what might that be? I don't really fucking know. What? Oh, is this gonna be like all of the people that they've already given me? Oh yeah, this is the scouting. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we've got Liban, Guy. Do I want any of these? Not really. I wanna wait until my scouts get me my players. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really want any of them. They're not my kind of players. And then there's a youth tournament. Let me first of all make my team management, because I want to get my formation done and that I'm gonna run. Player sharpness, yeah, fitness, morale, yeah, I understand all that already. I think in terms of formation, I want to change from a 5-3-2 formation, and instead I plan on going more down. My plan is more to go for like a 4-4-2 kind of thing. Like, I think either run the two formations I like this year are the 4-4-2 and the 4-5-1. Now the 4-5-1 I think is too attacking for where we are. Like, I think maybe in the Premier League we could run like a 4-5-1. But I think right now the better play is to just go for a base 4-4-2 across the line, double striker with a left mid, right mid, you know, then we've got two midfielders and then a 4 at the back with a goalkeeper. I think that is like the best to run, and then we run obviously with pressing with Gegenpress. We're gonna have counter, and then on line height, I will go. I'll go a high line. I'm not gonna go aggressive. I think that's a little bit too much, but you know, we'll go with a high line. I think that is still the smart thing to do. And then in terms of team, anyway, let me get to the actual set of players first. So let me go to the squad real quick. So strikers, we've got two strikers. I'm happy with both of them. Right mid, we don't actually have anyone who can play right mid, which is a little bit worrying. That might mean I might need to make a little bit of a right mid signing, maybe, you know, because it seems like Devonport is the only one who can really play there. Or the guy who was just in, actually. Where's he gone? What was that guy who was just in? It said Helm could play there. Okay, I can play Helm there. And then left mid, we've got this guy. We've got Patterson. And then we've got Rooney, Bennett. Oh, wait, no. Rooney, this dude, Widadu, Bolton. And then at left back, we've got Hunt. And then Lynch. But we also now have Nash, who's a youth keeper. So I can put him in instead. Because he's actually better, guys. I'm not going to lie. And then on the bench, we have a striker. I need a fullback, a centre-back. I need another midfielder if possible. I'd like to have like maybe Dolan on the bench. And then, do we have any more wingers? I think wingers are going to be our purchases, guys, because I don't have any, and I want to run wingers formation. So, because I don't really have any right now, I need to sign up some more wingers, because this is the formation I want to run. This is the formation I'm thinking. I'm thinking this is a solid formation. And then in terms of player roles, I think we'll run Ronan with Poacher. So we'll have a Poacher next to an advanced forward. I like that. Then we'll have Helm play as pick a player with a position as one of the preferred. Okay. I think Helm will just make whatever we make Phoenix Patterson, which I think will just make them out-and-out wingers, I think. I think that's just honestly a solid point to start. And then we'll have Matty Virtue as like a box-to-box, with Danny Mayer being more of a half-winger, so he can like help out the left side. And I'm going to have him on attack, and so is him. So we're going to have both of them play further forward like that. And then I'm going to have Hunt and Rooney. Rooney be more of an out-and-out fullback, just to kind of like offer a help. And be still a good defensive. And then Hunt's going to be more of a wing-back. Bolton's going to be a defender. And then Brendan Wiededu is going to be the ball-playing one, so that he can like play better balls out. And I think that's what I'll probably run. And then in terms of assignments, I want a right-footed left corner taker, because I like having someone who can like in-swing the ball instead of out-swing it, if you get me. So I think I'm going to run that, and then we'll have Wiededu, Rooney, and Cowlan on the target players, you know? Okay, so that's a solid little tactical preset, I think. We're definitely going to be looking at wingers majority of the time. Like, we're definitely going to be looking at more of a winger kind of, like, situation, if you get me. You know, we're definitely going to be looking more of a winger situation. I don't know how you guys feel about what I've just done there, about my tactics and stuff, but I think that's a solid little area. We will get into a game soon, I do promise. It's just I got really fucked over with you can no longer participate in the tournament. Wait, why? Not enough players? Wait, why can't I participate in the tournament? Oh, because I got rid of the two fucking... Oh. That's on me then, I guess. Well, I need to scout anyway. I need to get a scout out there to scout me some talent, to be honest. So... I guess we'll just have them scout England for now. Just get some more English talent. Yo, wait, experience and judgment of 5-star, 5-star? What the hell is this? Why have I got like an insane scout? Like, why have I got an insane scout? I mean, I'll send him out for the full 9 months, I think, and we'll just get some good talent come back. Oh, wait, I can pick a position? You can instruct your scout to look for youth players who can play up to 4 positions. Can I just have him look for all positions? Because I'd like to have someone who can play, like... I'd like to just have someone who can play any position, to be honest. Like, I'm not that bothered about, like... Okay, well, I need a left mid and a right mid. So that's definitely 2 people that I need. And then, other than that, I think the main things I could do with is... I think definitely getting someone who can play right back and left back as well. Like, I think we need people who can play down them width positions. So people that can play left mid, left back, right back. I think are the correct positions to look for. I don't really care about this. I don't care about this part. Skip and start mission. Yes. Alright, beautiful. Okay, so we've got them looking around at any role. I don't mind what the role is, because I can adjust the role. End of the day, we've got them out, looking at youth, and hopefully that will be that done. Again, like I said, I do apologise that it has taken me a little while. I would have been done with this a lot earlier, but end of the day, you know, I didn't realise I had to start a new career mode today because of the fact that the game screwed me over. With the fact that, obviously, I didn't realize that I had to do this because obviously I had the player career mode set up, and then obviously that screwed us, you know, with the fact that EA deleted my data. So since I can't do the youth tournament because I don't have enough youth people right now, I guess that can just go. Wait a minute. Read new email. That'll just be about me setting up the scout. Yeah, fair enough. Good stuff. Alright, let's just advance, shall we? Let's just advance. Let's actually make some movement happen, shall we? Because now we're just waiting on the scouts, really, now. We're just waiting on the scouts to, you know, come back with some players, and hopefully we'll be looking pretty good. Anyway, as I said, I hope you guys are enjoying. Again, I do apologise that not getting into a game yet, but I couldn't really do anything about EA taking the piss with losing my scout. Wait, what is this? Bohemians have initiated talk with thingy one to one. Oh yeah, I forgot they've got Fabrizio on this game now. So you got like Fabrizio Romano about here we go, you know, like here we go. Greetings, boss. On behalf of the whole team, I want to welcome you to Fleetwood Town. Thank you very much, Weirdo. Good to meet you too. Good to meet you too, brother. Good to meet you too. Thank you, Brendan. I've been dreaming about this happening. Thank you for giving me a chance in the senior squad. Don't you worry, brother. Don't you worry. I was impressed, son. You keep that up. You know, you keep that up, mate. I was impressed with what you were doing, you know. So, you know, as much as your name's a pain in the arse, you know, as long as you keep the ball out the net, that's all that really matters to me. You know, and this club. Okay, dear me, fucking hell. I think we've scouted a little bit too far there, guys. I'm not gonna lie. St. Patrick's Athletic. Oh, what the fuck? Mateta has signed at Man United. That's realistic. That's actually realistic. We're looking at him in real life. Fair enough. You know, EA have done their bloody knowledge. You know, Jean-Philippe Mateta, boom, 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 has gone to Man United. Fair enough. Oates to Harrogate. Okay, cool. Whoever Oates is. So Patrick Athletic spokesperson said, Cheek is an interesting player. We might be considering drawing an offer from Bromley. Fair enough. Linby BK have initiated talks to sign Club Athletic Tigres Armoa, whoever that is. Don't know who that is. FC Barcelona spokesperson looking at Dumfries. Fair enough. That's kind of realistic as well, to be fair. But yeah, you know, Mr. Boom 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 has gone to fucking goddamn Man United. Anyway. Right. England update. Wait a minute. Can I go to my scouts real quick and do... Actually, I'll go there when I do the England one. So we'll go to the England one, shall we? Right. England scout report. How many players have we got here? How many have they given me? Oh, we've got a few little interesting ones here, you know. We got a few players here. We got a few options, you know. We got a few players. Sean Longstaff, I don't think is going to be realistic. You know what I mean? I don't know if Sean Longstaff's going to be a physically possible signing. You know, like I think that's a little bit much. You know, like I do admit, like thank you game for giving me, you know, people like, you know, that I might be able to actually sign. But you know, people like maybe Sean Longstaff, Santiago Bueno, Lewis Dunk. I just don't think they're realistic. If you want me to be honest, guys, I don't think that they're actually going to be able to be signed. If you want me to be blatantly honest. Let's look more at people that I actually might be able to sign. Like maybe this guy, Liam Mukaron. Got a little bit of ability, you know, he's got some good pace. Obviously not got great stats, but we are in League 2, remember, guys. You know, I have got to be looking at people that can play, you know, left mid like he can. You know, he's another one who can back up the guy we've currently got. Because we need to look at people who can play like the left mid / like fullback role mainly because of obviously our formation that we're going to try and play. So having this guy be able to play left mid, left back kind of thing, you know, it kind of works. Why does it say legend like on the thing at the bottom? Like, is he a legend of Northampton or something? Like, no, they all say legend. Is that just a thing? I was going to say, because like, there's no way like a 23-year-old is legend. You know, same with, for instance, how there'd be like an 18-year-old who's a legend. You know, like I think that's just like the name of the like like, you know, the roles and stuff, I guess. I don't know. I think Liam Macaron is a good option. I think he's a solid little choice. Definitely one to keep an eye on, guys. Is it the best play? Should we go for him? I don't really think we have a huge amount of choice because there's not really many wing players that have been given. Especially when this guy's kind of shit. You know what I mean? I'll shortlist him and we'll have him because his contract's expiring in 11 months, so I might be able to get him quite easy. And he's got good pace and he can get down the wing. Definitely a player to look at, Liam Macaron. Same with Jack Rolls. Jack Rolls, I actually know about. I've used him in Football Manager before. He's pretty good because he can play the half winger role, which I like. He can also play right back, so he can kind of cover that right back role. I'll put him on the shortlist as well. I think that's a solid one in case I need a right back. I think the others I'm really not that bothered about. Like, I think these two are both people that I kind of like look at and go, you know what? They look kind of decent. You know what I mean? Whereas I think someone like, you know, I don't think anyone else really here jumps out at me because they're either too good, like, you know, Ethan Ampadu and Lewis Duncan stuff, or they're kind of like positions I don't need, like striker. So it's like, I think they're the only two I'm kind of looking at and going like, okay, they could be helpful in places, if you get me. So I'll leave them on the hub. Is there a way I can go to my scouts as well? I'm trying to remember where. I'm assuming it'll be here. Because I'm assuming my other one's come home now. Yes, he has. Wonderful. Alright, you're going to Italy, mate. You're going straight off to Italy. Because, end of the day, I want some Italian talent, guys. I want some Italian talent. So now we've got England, Italy, Spain, and Germany. I'm pretty happy with that. They're on the shortlist. I'm assuming I can do that, and they're still on the shortlist. Where is my shortlist? Is it Transfer Hub? Yes, it is Transfer Hub. There we go. Alright, so I've got my two players on there. I'm not going to jump out and go for them straight away. I'm going to have, like, a little bit of a, like, see what comes through on other ones first. But definitely a couple of people to have a little look at early days. We've got 2 updated scout reports. We've also got an email come through. International management. I just want to congratulate you and wish the best of luck on the new manager of Fleetwood Town. Okay, so this is just going to be about me having the ability to get international jobs, which obviously, guys, we are going to be looking for, you know, the England job, you know, or at least I'd want to be like England, Wales, Scotland, Ireland, Northern Ireland. I want to be like one of them. You know what I mean? I want to keep it in you know, the local, you know, local area. Jack Grealish has gone to Olympic Lyon. That's actually kind of realistic in my opinion because they're going to be looking at someone to replace Shirky, and Grealish is not going to stick around at, you know, City this season because he's not good enough. So that's actually kind of realistic. That, on the other hand, is not so realistic. I don't think Brentford would be able to sign Bowen from West Ham for 40 million, to be honest, because I think they'd ask quite a lot more than 40 million, you know, for Bowen, to be honest. If you want me to be blatantly honest, I don't think you'd be able to get him for 40 million. I think he'd probably ask for a little bit more. If you want me to be honest, a little bit more. That one you'll be happy with there, Ollie. Dear me, look at that one. Nottingham Forest confirmed the signing of Mitoma. All right, there we go. Look at that. That's a big little signing for you there, look. If you're still here around, Blow Ollie, look at that. That's kind of a big little signing, to be honest, for you there. That's kind of a big little signing for little Nottingham Forest there. If you're still sticking about, you know. Like, Mitoma to Nottingham Forest, confirmed. That's a pretty good signing for 35 fucking million pounds. That's a banging signing. He's worth double that, easy. That's a massive signing for Nottingham Forest there. Dear me. Big signing for Nottingham Forest. That's a massive one for you lot. Wonderful. Alright, so now we've got the scouting report of Spain and Germany. Okay, so let's have a look and see what we've got available on this scout report, shall we? There's definitely some people that are just not possible, like, you know, Fran Garcia, you know, like, just, there's no physical way I'd be able to get him, or probably Fran Perez, to be honest, for that matter. I'm going to put this Serrano guy on there, because I might be able to get a loan done for him. I don't think I'd be able to sign him, but he can play right mid and left mid, and I like that. I do like the fact he can play both roles equally, which I do like a lot, I'm not going to lie. He is a little bit high rated, though, like 70 rated. I don't know if I will be able to honestly get him through the door. But I might be able to, like, you know, convince them to send me him on, like, a little loan. You know what I mean? Like, little loan to the club. You know, send him here, then we'll send him back. You know what I mean? Like, right mid / left mid, you know, like, that's pretty good, to be fair. I'll shortlist him. Oh, he's on loan. Okay, well, that's not going to happen then. All right, I guess that's not happening then. He's already on loan. What about this guy? What about a little Barcelona youngster? 82, like 62 rated centre back, Andreas Cuenca. Little Barcelona youngster that I might be able to get on a little cheeky loan, you know. I mean, he's got 20k wage, which is a little bit much. But I might be able to get him through the door as a little cheeky youngster for a loan, you know what I mean? There's not really anyone else there that's, like, either good or affordable. Everyone else is either too expensive, like, you know, Bachiche or Zen Diaz. Look at that, bro. 76 rated free agent. Dear me. That'd be a hell of a signing for someone. We can't make that signing, but, you know, that's a great fucking signing for someone else. Okay, I can work with that. And then the German scout report. I'm always going to be... Oh, he's retiring at the end of the season. Okay, well, that's not happening then. I was thinking... Retiring at 35, by the way, as a keeper. Like, that's a little bit early to retire. I'm not going to lie. Because I was sitting there like, oh, I always wouldn't mind the idea of having, like, an older goalkeeper to, like, help out the youngsters. But now I can't really go for him. This guy doesn't look horrendous. He's got a release clause as well, so it's obviously you can pay, like, a certain amount and just get him. Dejan Galjen. I'll shortlist him. Everyone else here is either too expensive or not the positions I'm really looking for. Or they're just too shit. So, I guess we'll just get rid of everyone else. We'll keep them on the shortlist, though, because that's definitely an important thing to have. As, you know, on the shortlist. Yeah, we can work with that. I don't mind any of that going, being, you know, signed and stuff. We'll wait for the Italian report to come through. Now that we've obviously sent someone off to Italy. So we'll wait for that one to come through. And then we will, see where we can go from there. You know what I mean? Okay. I can work with that. Oh, we've got a game come. Oh, wait, no, 29 days. I was going to say, like, we've got a game coming up. No, we don't. We've got a game in about 29 fucking days. Can you still do, like, development? Oh, you can still do development plans. Squad Hub, I'm not really that bothered about because this is where, obviously, you get player information. Select a development plan for each of your players, helping them improve their skills as you think necessary. I'll just do that through development plan. And then further actions I can take on thingy. How's our team looking on, like, you know, contracts? Are we looking a little bit ropes on the old contracts? Yeah, we've got quite a few people, we've got quite a few people that are, you know, not going to be, oh, God. We've got about half the squad that are going to be running out of contracts. A lot of people are on loan, to be fair. These two players have been loaned out to WAT. I don't know what the fuck that even is. I don't know what that club even is. And him. We've got a couple of people in. Like, this guy's been loaned to us. Doesn't look that great, though, to be fair, so I don't think I'll really get this guy that much game time. We've got Reece Bennett from Man United loaned to us. That's all right. This guy's also been loaned to us. And he's obviously a solid little backup striker. Could maybe be a good player. Okay, so there's a lot of people that are definitely going to be running out of contracts, but I don't think there's anyone that I'm desperate, like, oh shit, we need to get them tied down now, to be honest. Development plan, this is where I can, like, change a few people around if I want. I'm not really going to do this right now. I'm going to wait until I actually have the squad, see who stays, who goes, stuff like that. I think other than that, we just keep going. You know, we keep going, wait for that Italian scout report to come back. Okay, let's have a little look at my oh, wait a minute. We've had an offer come through. What's this offer? Review offer received for Louis. Oh, wait a minute. Let me have a look at the most recent signings. Okay, so Sem Stein has signed to Sevilla, joining from Twente. That's a great signing for them, by the way. I want him in real life. Leipzig have signed Schick. Was he already at Leipzig before, by the way? Like, I swear he was already at Leipzig before. Barcelona have signed Connor Bradley from Liverpool. Okay, well, I guess they're keeping Trent around instead then, because Connor Bradley's gone to Liverpool. Colchester have agreed a deal to sign Albornoz. Or Albornoz. I don't know who Albornoz is, but they're going to pay a different club 270k fee for a 33-year-old player. Hey, sure, why not? Oh. What's this guy's first name? Is it Callum? Is it Callum Robinson or something? Something Robinson. You know, the guy from Fulham. Gone to Napoli for 40 mil. That's actually realistic. I could see that happening in real life, to be honest. And then we've also had an offer come through for our player. We've had a loan to buy offer for Luke Hewitson. I don't hate this, because he's a 55 rated goalkeeper that's 19, and end of the day, we already have we already have signed 2 youth keepers back. Like, for instance, if I go to my squad, right, and I go to my team management, I've already got Nash, then Lynch, then Harrington, and Mikola, because we only had Harrington, Lynch, and Hewitson, but now I've got Mikola, and then the rest of his name, so I can't remember it. Or Casper, I know that's his first name. We've got Casper and Nash as youth players. So it's like, I don't really need this 5th choice keeper, Hewitson. Like, he might have potential, but he's never going to get a game. So it's like, it's extra money for me to take back, isn't it, really? So it's like, I think we accept this. We definitely negotiate it. We're not rejecting it. I want to see how much they're... I don't mind a loan to buy. Loan to buy, I can work with willingly. I just want to see what... Oh, God. Oh, I forgot about my face. I forgot about my man Marvin. I did forget about my guy Marvin. I really did. Forgot about the look on my certain man. We've got my my guy here, you know, from Port Vale. You want him on a loan to buy? I can work with a loan to buy. I don't mind you having an option to buy in the deal. We can agree on a permanent deal as long as it's for the right price. 2-year loan. Give Hewitson just enough time to needs to make a real impact. I can work with a 2-year loan as long as they do buy him in the end. They will pay for 60% of his loan. You know what? If we go for like 30, I could do that. 60-40. Alright, we'll go with 60-40. It's not a big expensive wage, so as long as they're paying for the majority of it. 230k. Can I sweeten the deal and maybe get it up to... Can I get it up to 250? But I want a sell-on clause of 10%. 230, but you give me an 8% sell-on clause. I can work with that. That's acceptable. I get 230k eventually, and I also get 8% of the future fee in case he goes on and becomes a world-class keeper. You know what I mean? I think that's a smart thing to do. You know, smart thing to do, smart one to take there. And we'll send Luke Hewitson off to Port Vale. Wonderful. Nice. Well, now that we know that we're going to be getting that kind of money in by the end, I guess what we should do is we should definitely be looking more at who we're going to sign now. And I think if I'm going to look at anyone to sign, I don't want... this guy's on loan, so I'm not going to get him. I think I definitely want Mukaran, because I think he would be a really good player to have as a backup left mid, right? Because he's the only one who can play left mid. And I need left mid and right mid, and this guy can play as like a rotation / left back left mid. So he can play left mid, he can also play left back. So it's like, I like that. You know, I do like the fact he can play that. He's not got great shooting, but he can, you know, he can run. And that's the most important thing. So I think we have a little look at him. You know, he's valued at about 250k, which means we're going to make about... We're going to pay basically the amount that we just, you know, accepted for the other guy. Which I think works quite well. And he can obviously play winger. He can play, obviously, you know, a good role. He can play enhanced role. So he can play winger. He can play false back, wing back, you know, which I like. He's got good agility and balance, good acceleration, good sprint speed. I think he's got what he needs. You know what I mean? I think he's got what he needs. And I think that's an important step. You know, like, I think he's got what we require at this club. We need ourselves a good little... You know, like, we do need ourselves a good, like, left mid. We need a good backup left mid. We need a good, you know, like, player who can support our left side now, especially considering now that we obviously want it running wingers. So I think we go for Liam McCarron. And then I decide after that what I think I need. Because I think I could get this Cuenca guy on loan. Or I could get Galjan. Or I could get Rolls, who could play centre mid or right back. And in terms of what we look at right now, in terms of our squad, centre backs were looking pretty good. Like, we have Bolton, we have Wiradoo, we have Medley, we have Bennett, we have Holgate, we have Potter, you know. Like, I'd say we have a good amount. We have Johnson, who's even younger one. You know, like, we have a good amount. Hughes. I think centre-backs we honestly don't need. Midfielders, I think we've got quite a decent amount. I wouldn't say we've got a bunch, but we've got a solid amount, I think. You know, we've got Dolan, we've got Morrison. Obviously, Broom can play there even though he's a right back. We've got Neil. We've got Vertu. We've got Helm. We've got Mayer. You know, we've got all these people who can play midfield. Bonds, who's obviously a CDM, but he can technically play there if he needed to. You know, I think we've got some good players there for them positions. So I think that's quite useful. So then it's kind of like, do I need Rolls, really? Because he can play centre mid and right back. And I already have two other right backs other than Rooney who can play centre back and right back. So it's like, I don't really think I need a right back. But then it's like, do I need a striker? You know what I could do with a striker? Because I'm running a 2-striker formation. So if one of these guys got injured, and then I wanted to, like, switch things up, I've only got Harrod and Marsh, and then I've got Moore and Adair, and then I've got Devonport. And that's about it. Like, we've got quite a lot of strikers, but, like, at the same time, it's like, I think I need someone who can really do that job. You know, really lead that line like an absolute monster. And so, we're definitely going to go for Liam Macaron. I'm definitely getting rid of the centre-back. I don't need a centre-back. And then I'll decide between Rolls and Galgen. But I think Galgen is the smarter take. If I can get him. Okay, so we're going to approach to buy Liam Macaron. And see if this is a possible transfer, by chance, to play as a left midfielder in our squad. Look at me, guys, bro. We're here again, look, with the absolute god tier man himself. Sitting down with you. Wonderful, bro. Wonderful. We've got good old Northampton boss here. Now the question is, how do we go about this? Is the real question. You know, how do we go about what we're doing here? I think we go for transfer fee. We don't need to offer a player in this deal, I don't think. And we just go straight transfer fee of 200. It says he's worth 250. I'm going to offer 230. Because that's how much I'm getting from the other guy. So it's kind of like a straight, you know, I make the money back kind of thing. Okay, so they want 270 with the 10%. I will give you... I don't mind giving them the 10% as long as I'm lowering this down to 245. Alright, wonderful. 245k with a 10% sell-on clause. I don't really mind that. You know what I mean? End of the day, it's not a bad deal. I would have liked to get him down on the 230, but end of the day, I don't think it's a horrendous deal. And then we're going to negotiate with his contract. And hopefully we'll have ourselves a nice little left mid coming into the club. To kind of support the left side, because we haven't really got any wingers at the moment. Make yourself comfortable. Wonderful. Bro, first signing of the club is going to be Liam Mucaron. What a goat, bro. What a goat. First thing I'm going to talk about is his role at the club in terms of playing time. He wants rotation. Normally you can go down by 1. So I'm going to try and get him on a sporadic if I can. Okay, he wants rotation. I can work with rotation. Honestly, he's going to get game time. I'm going to ask for 5 years, so that he can be here for the long time. I'm going to disregard that release clause. He's currently on 4k per week. I want to try and lower that if I can. Because, you know, I'm going to offer him better football. So I'm thinking of getting him on, like, maybe a 4k per week instead of a 4.2. And I'll offer him, like, 10k. Maybe I can lower this a little bit more. Maybe I can go down to, like, maybe 3.9. I want to try and see if I can save some wage. Okay, that's a little bit much. I'm not accepting that fucking shit. No. Okay, now we're going to lower this shit. Okay, I guess I'll go down to 5k per week. The signing bonus is definitely not going to be 62k. I'll tell you that right fucking now. You can have 30k. And we're going to remove the fucking bonus. I can work with 60k signing bonus as long as this wage comes down to 6k. Okay, 62k, 7k wage. Final offer. Alright. It's an expensive-ass wage for this guy, I'm not going to lie. But he does have the potential. He's young, so he can get, you know, he can get in the team, and he can obviously make his case. You know what I mean? I've still got a good amount of players that I'm willing to sell, because I've got a lot of players in centre-back and, like, you know, striker and stuff that I don't really think I need. But here we are. Wonderful. Good old Liam Mucaron, bro. Got him in. Meet my man Marvin. Here you are, mate. Welcome to the club. Welcome. This is so weird without this is so weird without the music. And there we go. Look at that. What a goat. Liam Mucaron in on the Fleetwood deal. Northampton, Fleetwood Town. I think it's a bit on the it's an A, you know, it's an A on this. An excellent deal. Great deal done. Nice, get him in. Best possible deal was 200k. Got basically the best out of the deal. The 7k wage is a little bit steep, I will say. But end of the day, I can definitely up him on you know, like, I can definitely up him because it's not about like him playing left back, because he's not as good as my current left back. He's not better than Hunt. But the point is, he's going to be able to rotate with left back and left mid. So he can do the job as the left back backup or as the left mid backup. So he can do that kind of like rotational job of being able to rotate around in that kind of area, if you get me. You know what I mean? That has kind of cut my bill down a little bit. I will say I'm a little bit on the, like, you know, that was a little bit more spenny than I was hoping. We haven't got a huge amount much more money. We've only got about 300 current budget now. Which kind of sucks. Because I've got to somehow make money back, really. Now, how am I going to do that? I don't really know. Oh dear. Yeah, the wage budget and brought players are quite expensive on that regard. I do need to really watch out on my money. Like, I only have about, you know, I mean, I have literally about, 300k left. So it's like, is there anything I can even really do with that? I'm also going to quickly look at my settings real quick, guys, because I had the audio off. Yeah, I want all music off for streaming purposes. Okay. The thing is, it's like, I want to make another signing, but I think I'd need to, like, move on further, because, like, I'll probably pick between these two next time I play. Because at least I've now got this set up. You know, at least it's now set up, and it's ready to go, at when I next start it. So that's important. You know what I mean? At least we've got it, ready now, which is nice. But yeah, end of the day, I think I will wrap it up there for now, because obviously the fact that I've had to do a lot of work because of how the fact that I got screwed over. I want to overwrite that career. Yes, thank you. Wonderful. At least we have a career mode back up and running. After the game decided to delete my player career, which does just kind of suck in that regard. But at least now we do actually have a career, We've at least got it there, which is nice. Which is nice. Anyway. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up the stream here. Because it's a little bit late, and a lot of people, I think, have gone to bed, or, have finished what they were doing for the day. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it up here, and then just do a longer stream tomorrow. Because I can start it earlier tomorrow. Because I can do an earlier stream tomorrow. Which I think would work better. So yeah, anyway, I think I'm going to wrap things up here. Let me know what you guys want to see me do. I'll probably do another one of career mode manager, because of the fact that I had to restart. So, like, that isn't fair, me just doing that as, like, my manager career. I want to, do more of it now that, I know, now that I have it actually working, hopefully. But yeah, thank you to everyone who has watched this stream, by the way. Thank you, Ollie. Thank you, Gary Martinelli. Thank you, Adam. Thank you to everyone else as well, by the way, who has turned up and watched or lurked. And also, let me know what you guys want to see, by the way, in the, Discord. If you want to join the Discord, there is a link at the top of the chat. So if you want to join the Discord, feel free, and you will be definitely you'll be able to basically get early access of seeing what we're gonna get done, what you guys want to see. You can have your vote, and then we also just sit there and chat about a bunch of things. Like when we don't just sit on stream, you know. We'll just sit there and chat and everything like that. So yeah, let me know what guys what you want to see and stuff like that. And as I said, end of the day, thank you for being here, and yeah, I will do another stream tomorrow with more player career mode. Because of the fact that you guys, you know, didn't really get much of it today. Not player career mode, sorry, manager career. I'll do more of this manager career because I didn't get to do much today because of obviously the fact that it was fucked. You know what I mean? So I'll do it tomorrow instead. But yeah, it kind of sucks that they deleted my save, but hey, it is how it is. EA, you know, they're never a trusty, you know, company. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap things up here, guys. Thank you to everyone who's been in for the stream, and yeah, hope you guys can be there tomorrow for the exact same thing. We'll do some more manager career, and then we will actually do either Mariamon or Shadows of Doubt because I didn't really get time to do it today because I had to start quite late. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed.